She was the voice of a century, a much-loved ambassador for the arts and, by all accounts, no diva. Tributes are pouring in for the Australian opera legend Dame Joan Sutherland, who died peacefully at her home in Switzerland. She was 83. Karen Barlow reports.
To discerning Venetian opera fans in 1960, Dame Joan Sutherland was La Stupenda, dubbed by the adoring Italians the Stunning One. The nickname embarrassed the powerful soprano, who was raised in Sydney during the Great Depression. Blessed with a perfect set of vocal cords, young Joan Sutherland met her future husband and mentor, conductor Richard Bonning, at Sydney's Conservatorium of Music. She thought she was a mezzo-soprano like her mother, but Bonning encouraged her to lift and lighten her voice.
I wanted to have a voice with that sort of richness and quality. I didn't want to be a pipsqueak coloratura soprano.
Well, come on, in those days that you'd never even thought of. You didn't know what the word meant.
I didn't know what the word meant, but I mean, I didn't think of being one.
Just as rock and roll was emerging, Dame Joan became an opera superstar. Pavarotti said she had the voice of the century. And so many agreed with him.
I don't think there'll ever be anybody like her. I think that it was a phenomenon. Her voice, just the whole package, her humanity, the beauty and quality of sound, the range that she had, and the size of the voice to go with it.
While her voice was large, her ego wasn't.
There were no airs and graces. She was a diva in the true sense of the word, but with grace as well as kindness.
Dame Joan, I think, showed a lot of quintessentially Australian values. She was described as down to earth, despite her status as a diva.
Over a 40-year career, Dame Joan Sutherland sang in all the world's great concert halls, in all the major opera productions. But her signature performance was Lucia, in Lucia di Lammermoor.
She was an inspiration to several generations of singers, including myself. Her technique, her artistry were just unsurpassed anywhere by anyone in the world.
It's a sad day, I know, to have been a little bit expected, and of course everybody remembers her hugely for Lucia di Lammermoor, an extraordinary inspiration.
As an art form, opera has needed Australian government funding to keep going, and Dame Joan was a passionate ambassador.
It's not because I want particularly to perform, but I think it's a shame that people perhaps are afraid to go to an opera, for fear they mightn't like it. They'll pay money to go to the races, why not try an opera instead?
Dame Joan's last Australian performance was in 1990 at the Sydney Opera House. There'll be a public service for La Stupenda there in the near future.